So what's up? We got NFL Sunday. In this video, I'm going to give you guys 6 free picks. I'm loving all the support on the channel, all the comments and suggestions, and people seem to like the 6-man picks more than the 2-man picks. So that's what we're going to do again today. I'm going to give you 6 of my favorite picks and then use them how you want to use them. You could do 2-man, 3-man. You could do all 6 if you want. Up to you. But that's what we did last week, and people seem to like it. So last weekend, we hit 4 out of the 6 picks, and we were 1 yard off of the 5th one hitting. So we did pretty well last weekend. So that's what I'll give you guys again in this video. And then let me know if that's what you want me to keep doing. If you just would rather me give you 6 picks instead of 2, just comment below and let me know. But we'll get into it. So first, we're going to go to Brock Purdy. He's actually right here. So Brock Purdy is sitting way too low. He's at 244.5 yards. He's hit this 4 out of the last 5 games, and he's playing a horrible Jaguars defense here. I can show you. So the Jaguars are not a good passing defense. As you can see, the matchup is great. They're 30th when it comes to pass yards a game. And then on top of that, he gets Debo back this game. Just another weapon to pull defenders from Ayuk, Kittle, and McCaffrey. So I like all that. The matchup, Debo's back, and he's already hit this 4 out of the last 5 games without Debo and with better matchups. So this is a great play. I'm smashing the over on this. I don't even know why it's that low, to be honest, but good for us, right? So next, we're going to stay with this game, but we're going to switch sides of the field. We're going to go with Christian Kirk here. He's hit this line of 12 fantasy score 4 out of the last 5 games. The Niners defense on paper is a great defense. However, when you look at their passing defense, it has not been the greatest. And that might be due to the fact that they score so much. So teams that go against them are just constantly passing the ball to try to keep up with them. And that's what I see happening in this game. I see this being a high-scoring game. Most likely will be a high-scoring game. The matchup is good for him. It's 29th ranked opponent. So it's looking good for Christian Kirk. Like I said, 4 out of the last 5 games. I see a high-scoring game. Possible touchdown here for him. If not, all he needs to do really is, six catches, 65 yards, and he hits that. So not too hard. I don't have a problem with going over on there for him. You could hit yards as well if you want, but personally, I'm taking the fantasy score just because I think it's a high-scoring game, and he could possibly score a touchdown. So that's what we're going to go with for that game. Next, we'll switch off. We're going to go to the Bengals game, and we're going to go to Jamar Chase. So this seems like a very obvious pick, which it is, but it's just too good to pass up. T. Higgins is out for this game. They're playing the Texans. Should be a pretty high-scoring game as well. This is a pretty good slate overall, but they're playing the Texans. Should be a high-scoring game. Like I said, T. Higgins is out, so you really could go Tyler Boyd here. I was looking at Mixon receiving yards, but I just didn't like them over Chase. When T. Higgins is out, Chase just always tends to go off. If you look at the last game that T. Higgins was out was the Cardinal game. And if you guys remember that, I mean, he went off. 19 targets, 15 receptions, and 192 yards. He broke the Bengals franchise record for receptions in a game last time Higgins was out. So I'm taking the over at 81.5 yards. It's just good odds. And, if that misses somehow, I'm okay with it. I'll bite the bullet because it's just too good to pass up. So I have to take that over. Next, we're gonna go Gus Edwards over on fantasy points. So he's at 7.5. Last 2 games, 21, 29. This pick is basically depends on how you think this game is going to go. If you think Cleveland is going to keep the game close, then maybe you don't want to take this. But even then, I still think Gus Edwards is really becoming the number 1 back there. You have Justice Hill. You have other guys there that each week are kind of trying to fight for the position. But I think after the last 2 weeks, they've really found their guy they want to stick with. That's why I like Gus Edwards. We're going him over 7.5 fantasy score. And personally, I think the game is going to be somewhat close, but I think Baltimore is going to definitely try to run the ball, run time off the clock, And 7.5 is just low, man. I mean, for someone who's just scored 30 last week, that is a low fantasy score. I mean, he gets a touchdown, it's automatic hit. Even if he doesn't, he might get 2 catches. That's 2 points right there. I mean, I don't see how he doesn't hit that, to be honest. I mean, even his rushing yards are really low. You can also definitely take the rushing yards, which I was looking at as well, and I really like that. But yeah, personally, we're just going fantasy score. I just see the Ravens putting up a lot of points against Cleveland, and it would not shock me if he gets a goal line carry. So that's why we're going fantasy score for him. Next, we're going to stick with the same game. Actually, we're going to go Mark Andrews. So the reason we're going Mark Andrews here, he's basically just the most consistent player in the NFL right now, to be honest, when it comes to daily fantasy and Prizepicks and all that. I mean, I don't know why his lines are so low. So Cleveland is right now the number one defense against tight ends. It is scary. However, they did already play this season since they're in the same division, right? And I believe we can check. Let's check. But I believe he put up 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, I think. Let's see. When he played Cleveland, he had 5 catches, 80 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, like I said, 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. So 46.5 doesn't scare me at all. You can go fantasy. You can go yards. Like I said, they're probably going to put a good amount of points up, so fantasy is not a bad way to go in case he gets in that end zone. If he gets in the end zone, it's automatic hit for fantasy. Personally, I'm going to go yards. I just feel like it's a little bit safer. So I'm going yards. But like I said, up to you. My opinion, I think they're both hitting. But yeah, I like that yards a lot. Next, let's go. Last one. We're going to go, and again, this is kind of an obvious one. But again, it's just too good to pass up. We have to do it. This is Amon-Ra over 88.5 in a game that is going to be a fantastic game. Guys, if you are stacking, you have to smash this game, okay? This game's probably going to be 40-40. I mean, you have two great offenses. Chargers defense is horrible. Detroit doesn't have the best defense. And this is in an indoor stadium. Obviously, they both play in indoor stadiums, but it's in LA. This is going to be a great game if you guys want to stack. I'm smashing Amon-Ra over. Like I said, you could go, if you're stacking this game, I want to show you guys. Obviously, you're going to want to go Keenan Allen. And then, let's see. Obviously, you're going to want to go Keenan Allen. You guys could also go Quentin Johnston. I don't hate as well. But yeah, it's going to be a great game for stacking if you guys want to stack. But I'm just picking out Amon-Ra in this game, okay? So these are the 6 picks. We got Brock Purdy over passing yards, Christian Kirk over fantasy, Jamar Chase over receiving yards, Gus Edwards over fantasy, Mark Andrews over receiving yards, and Amon-Ra over receiving yards as well, okay? So those are the 6 picks. Again, guys, I do this free. I give free 6-man slips every day, NFL, college football, and NBA. Again, drop a comment if you guys are tailing this. Let me know any suggestions. If you guys want me to do 2-man, 6-mans, whatever you guys want, I'll do for you, no problem. But all I ask is like the video and subscribe if you want more of these, because it does take a lot of time for the research and everything like that. Before we go, I just want to show you guys a few things. We do have a Discord right here. It's on the YouTube. I'll also put the link in the description. And it's been doing very well. So we are up this week. This is the first week. After tomorrow, our goal for this week was to be up 5 units at least. After tomorrow, it's looking like we'll probably be up 5 units or more, just because NFL Sundays are so good. Basically, this is $4.99 a week. You can cancel anytime. It's going to give you 15 to 30 of the best picks for that week. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to have 7 or 8. It's looking like 7 or 8 2-man picks. So they're all 2-man picks. But yeah, $4.99 a week. You can cancel anytime. And the community is awesome. I mean, we got guys in there giving me a lot of love and support, and I'm loving it a lot. If you're in there, shout out to you guys. You guys are the greatest. I love you guys. And it's a dope community. It's only $4.99 a week. you get the free picks, and we talk about picks and stuff like that. So it's sick. So go ahead and join that. And then other than that, guys, those are the picks for today. Good luck with all your picks tomorrow. Let's get rich, right, guys?